hall is vacant as the academic procession is about to make their way.
All our honored guests to kindly rise as the academic procession makes their way to the dais.
May I request all present in the convocation hall to kindly rise and mark as a mark of respect to the procession of academic dignitaries as they make their way to the stage. We would request one and all present in the convocation hall to kindly rise. The procession is being led by the Registrar of Adamas University, Professor Rajat Ray. We are honored to have His Excellency Governor of West Bengal and Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose.
As part of our academic procession, we also have Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, Honorable Chancellor, Adamas University,
Dr. T.G. Sitharam, former Chairman of the All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE Government of India,
Professor Shuranjan Das, Vice Chancellor, Adamas University,
Dr. Satya Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India,
Professor Amlan Chakraborty from University of Calcutta,
Mrs. Mallika Roy, Director, Adamas International School,
Mr. Shunil Kumar Sarkar from Vishwabharati, Shantiniketan,
Professor Dr. Shobhik Roy, Dean School of Law and Justice,
Professor Rudra Prasad Shaha, Dean Academics,
Professor Shivaji Raha, former Director, Bose Institute,
Padma Shri Professor Virinder Singh Chauhan,
Mr. Omen Thomas, Chief Executive Officer,
Professor Dev Prakash Agarwal,
Dr. Siddhant Chaturvedi,
Mr. Vishal Jhajharia. We also have the members of Academic Council, professors and head of various departments.
Sangachana Sangadata Sambomana Sijanata Sangachana Sangadata Sambomana Sijanata Samano Mantra Samiti Samani Samano Mantra Samiti Samani Samana Manasa Chitta Visha Sangachata Sangadatma Sambomana Sijanata Samani Bhavuti Samana Vidayaniva Samani Bhavuti Samana Vidayaniva Samana Mastu Mano Yathamasu Sahasati Sangachata Sangadatma Sambomana
Thank you. Now we will rise for the national anthem.
Jana Gana
Thank you. Please be seated. Today marks the culmination of our collective journey, a celebration of resilience, growth, and the boundless possibilities that await us as we step forth from this convocation into a future of limitless potential.
I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir. Today, we are privileged to have amidst us His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose.
We are also honored to have with us Dr. T.G. Sitaram, former chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE Government of India, the chief guest of 9th Convocation, Adamas University.
Professor Omlan Chakraborty, Professor and Director of A.K. Chaudhary School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, as the special guest for the day.
Dr. Satya Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India, our guest of honor for today.
We are also happy to have with us Mr. Indrajit Mitro, a distinguished entrepreneur and co-founder of Gateway Groups of Companies.
Mr. Ashish Agarwal, distinguished business leader, entrepreneur and strategic thinker.
Mr. Ajit Singh, a global pharma visionary and chairman of ACG.
Mr. Preetham Nagarigari, Chairman, SC Corporation, Government of Telangana. Now, I request Professor Dr. Samit Ray, our Honorable Chancellor, Adamas University, to felicitate His Excellency, Honorable Government of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose. We would request the stage management team to kindly help in felicitation.
Thank you, sir, for gracing us. Now I request Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, Honorable Chancellor, Adamas University, to welcome our chief guest, Dr. T.G. Sitaram, former chairman of AICTE, Government of India, with a memento and floral greetings. I also request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Shuranjan Das, to join in honoring Dr. Sitaram.
Dr. Shuranjan Das, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Adamas University, to welcome Mrs. Molika Roy, Director, Adamas International School. I would request the stage management team to kindly help our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to welcome Mrs. Molika Roy, Madam. Thank you, Madam, for gracing us. Thank you, sir.
I would now request Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, Founding Chancellor, Adamas University, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all. I extend a warm welcome to all esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, the entire Adamas community, parents, guardians, and my dear student. Today marks a profoundly significant and cherished occasion for all of us. It is an extraordinary privilege to welcome Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, His Excellency, the Government of West Bengal, who is widely acclaimed as the man of ideas and the Lord of ideas, and is a distinguished civil servant, visionary thinker, and renowned writer. It is with the great privilege that we welcome Dr. T.G. Sitaraman, a globally respected academic leader, scientist, administrator, renowned for his transformative contribution to engineering education, infrastructure, development, research, innovation, and national policy. He was the chairman of the All India Council for Technical Education, Government of India, where he provided national leaderships in implementing NEP 2020, strengthening skill ecosystem, promotion, emerging technologies, and reforming institutional governance. Dr. Sitaraman has been ranked among the top 2% of scientists globally by Stanford University for 6 consecutive years. We are equally honored to have with us Dr. Satya Gupta, a distinguished techno-visionary with over 4 decades of global experience in semiconductor and electronics domain. He is a founding member and the former chairman of Indian Electronics and Semiconductor Association. He is the current president of VLSI Society of India. We are happily welcome Professor Amlan Chakraborty, Director of A.K. Chaudhary School of Technology, the University of Kolkata, visiting professor at IIT Kharagpur, adjunct professor at IIT Delhi, and a distinguished AI, VLSI, and quantum computing expert. We are also indeed happy to welcome 4 distinguished personalities, Mr. Indrajit Mitro, Mr. Ashish Agarwal, Mr. Ojit Singh, Mr. Pritam Nagarikari, who have graciously agreed to accept honorary doctorate degree. It is with immense joy and pride that I address you today on this special occasion, the 9th Convocation of Adamas University. Today marks a very important milestone in your lives, and I am honored to be a part of this celebration. Adamas University, a NAC accredited Grade A university, proudly stands as the first private university in Eastern India to receive this distinction reflects its strong commitment to excellence and national building. As we stand at the threshold of a new chapter, I want to share with you a few words of encouragement. Life beyond this stage is full of opportunities, but is it also filled with challenges? Always remember to follow your heart and chase your dreams. My journey from a small tutorial home to the university as a teacher and as a founder chancellor of Adamas University and founder chairman of Rice Adamas Group has been made possibly solely through the ability to dream, which is one of the most essential elements of every life. As my students steps into the world beyond this campus, remember that true success is measured not only by the personal milestones, but by the impact you create along the way. Work forward as team players, uplift those around you, celebrate shared victories, and extend support to those in moments of needs. Because greatness is achieved not alone, but together with optimum empathy and the purpose. My dear student, in the year ahead, uncertainty may arise, but let it not define you. View every challenge as a chance to learn and grow. Stay open-minded, take thoughtful risks, and remain committed to realizing your fullest potential with resilience and determination. For my student today marks the beginning of a new journey. The knowledge and values nurtured at Adamas University will guide you as you step into the world. Keep an open and intuitive mind, embrace new experiences, and pursue excellence through lifetime long learning. I extend heartfelt gratitude to parents and families whose constant support and sacrifice have been integral to your graduate success and journey. Congratulations to all. Step forward with courage and purpose. Your journey begins now and the best awaits. Thank you, and I wish you all bright and successful futures ahead. Have a wonderful day, and may this day be the start of something beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now invite Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Shuranjan Das, sir, to present the university report. Sir.
His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal and visitor of the university, Honorable Chancellor of the University, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, respected Professor T.G. Sitaram, who will be delivering the convocation address, distinguished recipients of honorary degrees, distinguished special guests, my esteemed colleagues, eminent alumni, proud parents and relatives of the graduating students, friends from the media, and of course, my very dear students. Honorable Governor, sir, on 24th December 2022, I had the opportunity to welcome you to address the Jadavpur University convocation. And that was really a historic day because that was for the first time you were addressing a convocation of a university in West Bengal. Honorable Governor, sir, this is your first presence at Adamas University. which in its brief career of 10 years has created its own space in the realm of higher education in the country. Honorable Governor, sir, we do look forward to receiving your helping hand to ensure the university's constant quest for excellence. As we assemble for the 9th convocation, we pause to reflect with pride on our significant attainments of the past academic year. Foremost among these, as my Honorable Chancellor had mentioned, is our extraordinary achievement of becoming West Bengal's first state private university to be accorded the coveted A grade by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. In November 2025, our university, Honorable Governor, sir, attained a moment of global distinction by becoming the second university in West Bengal to be admitted to the Magna Carta Observatory. This recognition places our university among a select international community of universities committed to the enduring principles of academic freedom, academic autonomy, and the pursuit of knowledge in the service of society. At this year's convocation, undergraduate degrees will be awarded to 981 students. Postgraduate degrees will be awarded to 457 students. 54 candidates will receive diplomas from the School of Health and Medical Sciences. PhD degrees will be conferred upon 22 scholars. 32 medals will be presented to students for their outstanding achievements. The university warmly congratulates the recipients for their well-deserved degrees and prizes. I compliment my academic colleagues, the Controller of Examinations and his staff for successfully organizing the examination process. It gives me immense pleasure to report that tuning to the NEP 2020, the university is steadfastly pursuing interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary teaching learning process, bringing together STEMs and social sciences on a platform through 65 national seminars in the last academic year. The School of Basic and Applied Sciences introduced the AERB recognized postgraduate diploma course in nuclear medicine technology, the first of its kind among the private universities of Eastern India. But the hallmark of excellence for any university is to strike a balance between teaching and research. It goes to the credit of my colleagues that the balance is being maintained in our institution, enabling my faculty colleagues to produce in the last 1 year 638 papers in Scopus and HCI journals, 374 books and book chapters in ISBN edited volumes with such international publishers as Springer, Routledge, Sage, Lexington, and Taylor and Francis. The university's average H index stands at 51. 4 of my colleagues feature among the top 2% of the world scientists. Our colleagues was recognized as outstanding women researcher in plant biotechnology at the 11th Venice International Women's Meet. My colleagues have also received Fulbright Research Fellowship and early research career research grant from the Royal Historical Society UK. Our colleagues have secured project funding worth 2.68 crores from national and international bodies last year. Since the last convocation, we have received 22 consultancy projects worth 76.79 lakhs, including the one from the University of Chester, UK. The School of Life and Biological Sciences won the prestigious National Innovation Grant from the MSME Government of India. My colleagues have successfully filed 12 intellectual property rights, including 8 patents during the period under consideration. 5 new research centers started functioning last year. The Aryabhatta Center for Advanced Studies in Space Science and Technology, Center for Disaster Management and Resilience, Center of Excellence in AI, Dr. Fixit Institute of Structural Protection and Rehabilitation, and Center for Studies in Gender Empowerment and Research. Our university is pursuing in right earnest the University Industry Partnership Program, aligning our courses to industry needs, introducing the skill element in teaching process, and developing R&D collaboration with industry. 13 MOUs have been signed with prominent industries to facilitate this process, and 3 of such MOUs have been signed with the Canadian industrial partners, fostering global industry exposure. To promote academia industry linkage, the university has introduced for computer science and technology students the systems applications in data processing course, AWS certification course, IBM online certification programs, AI Intel initiatives, Infosys Springboard. We are also poised to introduce a research center on VSLI, and we do look forward to receiving the guidance from Dr. Satya Gupta and Professor Amlan Chakraborty, both of whom had kindly agreed to be present today as special guests. Under the auspices of the Government of India supported BIDAC program, the only one of its kind to be hosted by a private university in the whole of Eastern India, the university is effectively promoting the culture of innovation, incubation and entrepreneurship. I particularly mention the innovative-driven startup Bioxar Private Limited incubated at Adamas University. Our law students have received internship-cum-job opportunities from such reputed firms as Khoitan and Company, Quizlex and Chelson Gordon. Adamas is effectively participating, Honorable Governor Sir, in Government of India's internationalization of higher education process. During the period under consideration, the university has concluded 22 MOUs with higher education institutions based in 13 countries. 34 international delegates from 11 countries visited our campus. The university hosted 7 international conferences involving 8 countries across the globe. Our faculty members too have participated in international faculty exchange programs, presented papers in prestigious world conferences, and joined the B20 delegation of the G20 summit in South Africa. The School of Smart Agriculture deserves to be complimented for receiving the Best Paper Award at an international meet at Lincoln University College, Kuala Lumpur. The university is constantly enriching its library resources through fully automated library system and 24/7 remote access facilities for databases. In recent years, the Internal Quality Assurance Cell under its present director has become particularly active and is meticulously fulfilling its mandate. Honorable Governor Sir, students are the lifeblood of university, and our students have consistently distinguished themselves in both academic and co-curricular activities. They continue to earn prizes and accolades in student seminars, hackathons, drone Olympics, poster competitions, youth parliament, and Model United Nations conferences. Our engineering students have brought distinction to the university by being recognized as a top performance university by the Computer Society of India and by receiving the Best Student Chapter Award from the Association for Computing Machinery. Through its 17 active student clubs, the university encourages student participation in a wide spectrum of cultural, sports and awareness building activities. Excellence in this realm was recently recognized when our students won the first position in creative choreography and the first runners-up in the overall dance category at the 39th Inter-University East Zone Youth Festival. The university has continued to excel in sports at the national level. Under the 2020 Khelo India program, Adamas University achieved a commendable second position in the Eastern Zone, underscoring our commitment to holistic excellence. I take immense pride in recording that for 2 consecutive years, 2025 and 2026, Adamas University emerged as a champion of the All India Inter-University Football Tournament, setting a benchmark of sporting excellence that few universities, Honorable Governor Sir, in the country have matched in recent years. The performance of the Career Development Cell has been commendable. We take pride in being the first private university in Eastern India to have its students receive an annual salary package of ₹1 crore. In the previous academic year, the university achieved over 93% placements with an average CTC of ₹5.1 LPA. Our graduates are placed across India and internationally. The Career Development Center also mentors students in securing admission to premier national and international institutions. Adamas University has consistently upheld, Honorable Governor Sir, the cause of inclusive social development. Our Honorable Chancellor offers substantial number of merit-cum-means scholarships and free studentships to accomplished sports persons. Although not a residential institute,
The university provided hostel accommodations to 783 girls and 791 boys last year. At the same time, Honorable Governor, sir, the university's commitment to its social and national obligations is evident from our enthusiastic participation in the National Social Service Scheme program, Swachhata Bharat Abhijan, Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao Abhijan, Unnat Bharat Abhijan, and Bikshit Bharat programs. We have adopted 6 villages to promote their holistic development. Participatory management, team spirit, and visionary leadership of our Honorable Chancellor remain the driving force for the university's governance system, aptly supervised by the registrar and his staff. Since the last convocation, the university has recruited 122 faculty members and 109 officers. Your Excellency, sir, higher education in India is in a transformative mode. Both the structure of higher education as well as the teaching-learning process are poised for a paradigmatic shift. Adamas remains committed to be a fervent contributor to this process. But Honorable Governor, sir, we also need to ensure that this transmutation does not violate the spirit of federal democracy or undermine the university's socio-cultural pluralism or violate the principles of equity and justice. At the same time, Honorable Governor, sir, there is now an urgent need to unfold our indigenous knowledge system, which had been stultified by colonialism, of course, without either carrying over a paradigm of modernity informed by Westernism or becoming a prisoner of archaism. In this spirit, Honorable Governor, sir, our university has established a Center for Studies on Indian Knowledge System, remembering a pertinent remark of Swami Vivekananda, and I quote, "Know your past. Out of the past is built the future. Look back, therefore, as far as you can. Drink deep of the eternal fountains that are behind. And after that, look forward, march forward, and make India brighter, greater, much higher than she ever was." Unquote. Under the guidance of His Excellency and of Honorable Chancellor, the university is also proposing to establish an arts and films village in our campus in collaboration with Victoria Memorial Hall to promote indigenous art and culture. Your Excellency, sir, the convocation ceremony enables a student to celebrate her or his achievements and recapture the memories of a crucial period of her or his life. But I implore my students to remember that education is both a privilege and a responsibility, and the true mark of a graduate lies in the contribution she or he makes to fulfill her or his social obligations to the community and the world at large. I am sure our students will cherish the time they spent at Adamas and carry forward the values they imbibed here to lead lives that are not only successful but also meaningful and joyous. Recalling the concluding words of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore's convocation address to the Calcutta University on 17th of February 1937, and I quote, "Shake me out of this cringing in the dust, out of the fetters that shackle our mind, shatter this age-old shame of ours, and raise our head into the boundless sky, into the generous light, into the air of freedom." Unquote. Thanking you all and wishing everyone a happy and peaceful 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today, it is a pleasure to have amidst us Dr. T.G. Sitaram, former chairman of All India Council of Technical Education, AICTE, Government of India, as our chief guest. Dr. T.G. Sitaram is an academic leader, scientist, and administrator of international repute, renowned for his transformative contribution in engineering, education, infrastructure development, research, innovation, and national policy. He served as the chairman of AICTE Government of India, where he provided national leadership in implementing NEP 2020, strengthening scaling ecosystem, promoting emerging technologies, and reforming institutional governance through establishment of more than 70 centers of excellence, 425 plus idea labs, innovation funding, among several others. Prior to this, He was the senior professor and KSIIDC chair professor at IISc Bangalore and director of IIT Guwahati, leading major advances in academics, research, rankings, infrastructure, and external fundings. A global authority in geotechnological engineering, geotechnical earthquake engineering, soil dynamics, and seismic microzonation, Dr. Sitaram has authored more than 500 research publications, guided 40 plus PhD scholars, secured 5 patents, established 4 startups, and executed more than 120 consultancy projects like Sri Ram Temple Foundation at Ayodhya, the Chenab Railway Bridge, and many others. A fellow of INAE, ICE UK, IGS, ISTE, and ISET, Dr. Sitaram has been ranked among the top 2% of scientists globally by Stanford University for 6 consecutive years, including 6th in Earth Sciences in India. Widely honored and internationally sought after, he exemplifies rare leadership that bridges academia, government, industry, and society, advancing nation building through science, policy, and education. I would request Dr. T.G. Sitaram to deliver the convocation address.
Very good morning to all of you. His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Honorable Chancellor Professor Dr. Samit Ray, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Suranjan Das, and all the distinguished guests on the dais, off the dais, guests of honors, and also the persons who are receiving today the Doctor of Philosophy Honorary Kosa, distinguished members of the board and senate, respected faculty members of Adamas University, and most importantly, the proud parents and guardians and the graduating class of Adamas University. It is a privilege to be with you on this momentous day of the 9th convocation ceremony of Adamas University. Friends, convocation ceremonies are not merely the institutional traditions. They are the milestones, occasions when knowledge, discipline, sacrifice, and aspirations converge. And we have heard from the Honorable Vice Chancellor the success and the achievements of the Adamas University. It is very glad to know such activities have been done in a very short span of 10 years. Graduates, today you are receiving your degrees, but more importantly, you receive a mandate from the history. You are stepping into the world at a defining moment for India. India's ancient knowledge captures the defining mission of our time, transforming demographic strength into intellectual leadership, technological excellence, and ethical nation building. As India accelerates in science, digital public infrastructure creation, clean energy, space exploration, biotechnology, and artificial intelligence, the decisive factor will be the quality of the human capital. That's what I'm going to emphasize on the human capital with curious minds, adaptable learners, principled innovators, and globally connected professionals rooted in national purpose of Bharat. The graduates of today stand at the frontier of this transformation, called upon not merely to participate in change, but to design the change itself. By solving real-world problems, building inclusive technologies, strengthening institutions, and ensuring the growth that is sustainable and humane. Their choices, skills, and values will determine whether India's march to 2047 becomes not just a story of economic expansion, but the arrival of true knowledge, superpower that uplifts the people and contribute the solution to the whole world. Friends, India at an inflection point today. We stand in the third decade of the 21st century with extraordinary momentum. India has emerged as a major space exploration nation with lunar and solar missions capturing global imaginations. One of the world's largest startup ecosystem. Today it is the third largest startup ecosystem with more than 200,000 startups driven by deep tech, biotechnology, clean energy, and also public digital platforms. A country advancing indigenous manufacturing in defense, semiconductors, drones, and electrical mobility. I was very happy to hear Adamas University is also establishing a center of excellence in the semiconductors and planning to start an undergraduate program in VLSI. A leader in energy development, India has also demonstrated as a leader in renewable energy deployment and climate resilient infrastructure. Equally transformative, friends, we all know how India's digital public infrastructure platforms that quietly power everyday life, whether it is digital identity systems enabling inclusion, real-time payment networks redefining finance. Our UPI is a very well-known. Whole world is mesmerized about what we have done with the UPIs. Paperless credentials and governance tools reducing friction and corruption. Platforms that now inspire nations across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Friends, these systems show something profound. When technology is aligned with public purpose, it becomes the nation building. Today, we are one of the leaders of the world, not just in the economy, but both science, technology, startup, creation. This is the India that is marching toward the centenary of independence in 2047. Friends, a Vikasit Bharat is no more a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be economically strong, technologically confident, environmentally responsible, and socially inclusive. The responsibility the educated graduates today from Adamas University, every generation, friends, inherits a task. Some rebuilt nations after wars, some expanded political freedom, some created scientific revolutions. Your generation's task is this: to steer artificial intelligence, automation, biotechnology, climate technologies, and digital systems in ways that uplift humanity rather than divide it. India's demographic dividend, that is youth, will be the greatest strategic asset only if matched with skills, ethics, creativity, and resilience. So skilling, upskilling, and reskilling is become order of the day today. So pick up the skills which is needed not only for the jobs, but your own creation of your own startups. You should be the job givers than job seekers. Friends, there is where institutions like Adamas University can contribute, and they matter enormously. Universities today are no longer just places of instruction. They are innovation engines, startup incubators, policy laboratories, and cultural bridges to the world. And our higher education system has come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. So when we got independence, only 1% of our school outgoing students enter into the university. And we actually proved Lord Macaulay right. When Lord Macaulay said to the British Parliament in 1800, he said, Indians are no good for higher education. Actually, in 1947, that was the story for us. But 2001, we increased this gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 11%. And 2025, we are at 29.5%. That means in the first 54 years of India's independence, we only grew by 10%. The next 25 years, we grew by 18%. But our goal, as you all know, national education policy emphasizes to reach 50% by 2035. We hardly have 10 more years to add another 21%. So now you can think about, today we have about 4.5 crore children in higher education. Assume if you grow 50% GER, that means another 5 crore children are going to come to higher education in the next 10 years. You can ask a question, where are the students? See, we have today more than 26 crore children in the school education. And all of them, 2015 we achieved 94% GER in the elementary education, class 1 to class 5, thanks to right to education, thanks to midday meal scheme and many such initiatives. But one mistake we did, we never failed any of them. So we promoted all of them. So class 1 to class 10, by 2025 they're all in class 10. So large number of students are ready to enter either into the skilling arena or to the universities. Friends, in addition to this challenge of creating newer universities for our young people, learning in the age of artificial intelligence has also changed. Artificial intelligence, I say, there is nothing artificial about it. This is actually an augmented intelligence. Or you can also say it's a crowd intelligence, will stay much above any individual human intelligence. It is rapidly becoming invisible infrastructure of modern life, powering discovery, productivity, the decision making across every sector. We are already hearing education and universities will change, and doctors will not have any job soon because it is all done by the artificial intelligence tools. Generative AI is changing how knowledge is created, ladies and gentlemen, enabling machines to drop designs, write code, simulate molecules, and personalize learning at unprecedented speed, and it gives the freedom each one to do what they want. While agentic AI goes a step further by autonomously planning, coordinating tools, and executing complex tasks with minimal human intervention. We are already seeing this happening. It is not anymore a theory which we have to wait. So friends, together, both the agentic AI as well as the generative AI technologies mark a shift from automation to collaboration between humans and intelligent systems, demanding new skills in critical thinking, ethics, and governance. This is the skills, that is the critical thinking, ethics, and governance actually has to be done by human beings, which cannot be done by the machines. So machines will aid. This is where who adopt the technology of artificial intelligence, they will be successful. So jobs actually will be taken by the people who know AI much better than who doesn't know. For today's graduate, I would like to say, understanding how to work with the AI and responsibility to deploy such systems will be an essential as literacy itself in shaping innovation, industry, and developed India by 2047. Let me speak candidly about artificial intelligence. Friends, AI will transform how factories operate, how cities are managed, how diseases are diagnosed, how crops are grown, how infrastructure is designed, how research is conducted, how students learn. As I told you, in my time, learning used to happen through teacher-assisted learning. Today, learning happens by self-learning, collaborative learning, experiential learning, and peer learning. The phase of learning has changed, ladies and gentlemen. But let us assure ourselves that one thing, AI will not replace people. People who know how to use AI wisely will replace those who do not. So this is very, very clear. So AI will not take away your jobs. So you have to get trained in AI to get jobs. The most valuable professionals in the coming decade will not be those who merely memorize facts, but those who can do things, frame the right questions. So that means prompt engineering will become the prime spot. Work across disciplines, multidisciplinary learning. So we have, at the time, Government of India has thought about it very aptly, the National Education Policy, emphasizing multidisciplinary learning and technologies embedded not only in the governance, even in teaching and learning. So friends, frame the right questions, work across the disciplines, verify data critically, because data is going to be the new fuel. Collaborate with machines. You need to now learn to work with AI agents in your offices, wherever you are going to be, and apply judgment grounded in values. So that's where you are going to be superior to the machines. That is value, which machines cannot think about it. Education, friends, itself is being reshaped. Personalized learning paths, AI tutors and simulations, virtual laboratories, global classrooms, rapid micro-credentialing. That means many of you will be learning through micro-courses. Continuous reskilling well beyond graduation. Your degree today is not the end of education. That is what even NEP emphasizes. The continuous learning is order of the day. Today's technologies will not be there in the coming 2 years. So you have to upskill, reskill continuously. So learning is continuous. So today you are getting a degree, but of course your education or learning will not end today. It is the first certificate you have received from Adamas University, but you have to subscribe for lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is going to be the order of the day. My advice to the graduates, allow me to offer a few thoughts as you step into this fast-changing world. First, commit to lifelong learning, friends. Second, work on problems that matter the society. Third, be entrepreneurial in mindset. Each one of you have an opportunity to create your own startup using the newer technologies like artificial intelligence. Hold ethics at the core. The fifth one, remain globally competitive and deeply rooted with Indian ethos. Words from Swami Vivekananda, quote, let me turn to one of the India's greatest thinker who comes from this land, from Kolkata, Swami Vivekananda, whose words remain astonishingly relevant for the young minds. He said, quote, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached, quote closed. So this is a very famous statement from Swami, and you all know there is a up time. You have to rise to the occasion. Graduates, this is your motto for the coming decades. And in another place, he reminded students, Swami said, quotes, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. So see what a vision he had. He could very clearly see even this artificial intelligence cannot replace you. You are going to replace many of the people who does not adapt to this technology. Your years at Adamas University have been about uncovering that latent potential. What you do with it from today onward is your choice and your responsibility. But one piece of advice, remember the institutions, remember the teachers who taught you. So come back to the university when you are successful and give it back as an alumni. To the parents, a special word to the parents and guardians present here. You had many choices to put your word into the university. You had many options today, because today we have close to about 1,200 plus universities and 50,000 colleges in India. One of the largest ecosystems in education, in higher education in the world. But your choice of putting your word into Adamas and your sacrifices, whether it is financial, emotional, and personal, have brought these graduates to the proud moment. And to the faculty, you are the architects of the human capital of the next Vikasit Bharat. You shape not just careers, but the nation's future. One thing is clearly, for teachers, I would like to tell, AI has replaced your position, because artificial intelligence has changed the role of teachers. The role of teacher will be more of an advisory nature and a facilitator. India's journey to 2047 as a Vikasit Bharat will depend as much on laboratories and classrooms as on factories and highways. That means higher education will remain the prime spot in taking India to the next level. When India celebrates 100 years of independence in 2047, many of you will be at the height of your professional influence. Many of us, very senior people, may not be there, but you are definitely going to be there the country will look to you to answer very difficult questions. That is, will our cities be climate resilient? Because we are seeing every day, every town is highly polluted. So we need to look at how our cities become climate resilient. Will our industries be carbon neutral? Will technology remain humane? Will prosperity be inclusive? Because you heard the Vice Chancellor talked about inclusive education. Will India help lead global solutions? The answer will not come from policy documents alone, ladies and gentlemen. The answer should come from daily decisions you all are going to make after your graduation. What you build, what you invent, what you refuse to compromise on, and what you choose to serve will remain at the front page, and that will take India to Vikasit Bharat by 2047. Let me conclude. Let me close with this thought. History does not remember generations for what they inherited. It remembers them for what they transform. You only remember people who transform. One of them was Swami Vivekananda, who transformed. We remember him even after 150 years plus. So you inherit a nation on the rise. India is rising, ladies and gentlemen. Go out and elevate it. On behalf of everyone gathered here, congratulations to the graduating class of Adamas University. May your lives be marked with curiosity, courage, compassion, and contribution. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir, for the motivating words. Your words of wisdom shall be valued by each of the graduating students as well as the faculty members and inspire them for relentless effort in their journey ahead. Now, we move forward towards conferring the awards for Honorary Causa.
I take immense pleasure to announce that this year Adamas University is going to present honoris causa to 4 eminent personalities for their contribution in their respective field. Mr. Indrajit Mitra, a distinguished entrepreneur, Mr. Ashish Agarwal, distinguished business leaders, entrepreneurs and strategic thinkers, Mr. Ajit Singh, a global pharma visionary, Mr. Pritam Nagarigari, Chairman, SC Corporation, Government of Telangana. Dhanyabad.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. Indrajit Mitra to please come up on the stage. And I would request His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, to confer the degrees. Mr. Indrajit Mitra is a distinguished entrepreneur and a visionary leader with over 28 years of experience. He is the co-founder of Gateway Group of Companies, now headquartered in Ahmedabad, with offices in 14 countries, of which 8 are European nations, with more than 1,200 employees. He has also founded Autodab Vehicle Data Intelligence and G-Secure Labs Cybersecurity Services and serves as CEO for both. Mr. Indrajit Mitra receives Doctor of Science Honoris Causa.
Thank you, sir. Now we have with us Mr. Ashish Agarwal to be awarded with Doctor of Science honoris causa. May we request Mr. Ashish Agarwal to come upon the stage, please. The university is making this award noted that Mr. Ashish Agarwal is a distinguished business leader, entrepreneur and strategic thinker with over 25 years of cross-sectional leadership experience spanning energy infrastructure, shipping, offshore services, logistics and manufacturing. In 2019, he embarked on building ACROs, an integrated platform spanning energy, offshore, shipping and logistics. He has been an alumnus of Harvard Business School and IIM Ahmedabad. His efforts have helped introduce geothermal energy as a credible clear energy adjunct to India's energy mix, bridging conventional hydrocarbon expertise with sustainable low-carbon solution and advancing India's participation in global energy transition.
Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have with us Mr. Ajit Singh. May we request, sir, to please come up on the stage. May we request the stage volunteers to kindly help sir to come up on the stage. Mr. Ajit Singh is an exceptional global pharma visionary. A chairman of ACG, he transformed the organization into a global powerhouse with manufacturing across continents and exports to over 100 countries. His establishment of the government-approved Sci-Tech Center, now home to more than 50 patients, reflects his dedication to advancing scientific innovation. His strategic involvement with IITs, NITIE, Pharmacil, and Global Forum underscores his commitment to strengthening India's presence in world pharma. Mr. Ajit Singh to be awarded with Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Thank you, sir. Now we have with us Mr. Preetham Nagarigari to be awarded with Doctor of Literature honoris causa. May we have Mr. Nagarigari on the stage, please? Mr. Preetham Nagarigari, Chairman, AC Corporation, Government of Telangana, is also one of the founders of Cherish Foundation Orphanage, where love finds a home and dreams take flight. For over 20 years, the organization has been a sanctuary of hope for orphaned and vulnerable children. He is also the founder of Snake Buddies Foundation, which is dedicated to the conservation of snakes and reptiles. His committed effort towards the society makes him a great leader and an empath dedicated towards the development of humanity as well as flora and fauna. Thank you, sir. Now it is time to specially recognize our toppers, the gold medal winners. I would request His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, along with Professor Dr. Shomitre, the Honorable Chancellor, Adamas University, and Professor Shuranjan Das, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Adamas University, to kindly hand over the gold medals to the medal winners. First of all, we have Divyashree Goswami, student of Master of Science, Forensic Science, recipient of Homi Jahangir Bhabha Gold Medal, sponsored by Mr. Obhijit Dani, in memory of late Sri Madhukar Dani. Next we have Prayushi Das, student of Master of Computer Applications, recipient of Vikram Sarabhai Gold Medal, sponsored by Professor Shomitre, in memory of late Sri Shotish Kiran Roy. Next we have Shukarna Acharya, student of Master of Pharmacy Pharmacology, recipient of Kadumbini Ganguly Gold Medal, sponsored by Dr. Rajat Ray, in memory of late Mr. Kanai Lal Ray. Next we have Shoumojit Bakchi, student of Master of Science Economics, recipient of Rabindranath Tagore Gold Medal, sponsored by Mr. Abdul Rafi, in memory of late Dr. Rizaul Karim. Now we have Shayoni Bhattacharya, student of Master of Science Microbiology, recipient of Jagadish Chandra Bose Gold Medal, sponsored by Mrs. Molika Roy, in memory of late Sri Manik Lal Chaudhary. Next we have Srijita Barua, student of Bachelor of Science Honours Physics, recipient of Shantendranath Bose Gold Medal, sponsored by Dr. Momita De, in memory of late Mr. Kantimay De. Now we have Rudronil Haldar, student of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Analytics, recipient of Sri Virendranath Mukherjee Gold Medal, sponsored by Dr. Minu Budhia, founder of Caring Mind International. Mouli Shaha, student of Bachelor of Education, recipient of Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Memorial Gold Medal, sponsored by Dr. Munu Budhia, founder of Caring Minds International. Dipanita Acharya, student of Bachelor of Computer Applications, recipient of Sri M. Vishveshwaraya Gold Medal, sponsored by Professor Shomitre, in memory of late Mrs. Aruti Roy. Now we have Bhumika Das, student of Bachelor of Science, Food Nutrition and Dietetics, recipient of Acharya Sir Prafulla Chandra Ray Gold Medal, sponsored by Dr. Minu Budhia, founder of Caring Minds International. Shreya Purkait, student of Bachelor of Science Honours Biotechnology, recipient of the Hargobind Khorana Gold Medal sponsored by Dr. Minu Budhia, founder of Caring Minds International. Priyanka Dash, student of Diploma in Pharmacy, recipient of Mahadeva Lal Shroff Gold Medal. Congratulations to you all.
Very good afternoon. A small announcement. Honorable Governor of West Bengal, His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, dignitaries on the stage, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. His Excellency is extremely happy to be part of this vibrant and colorful convocation ceremony of the university. Going through the progress report, it is evident that the institute has asserted itself as a major player in reshaping the academic landscape of the Eastern India. In recognition of the educational milestones achieved by the university and recognizing their pursuit of academic excellence, it gives me immense pleasure to announce the prestigious Governor's Award of Excellence for the university. This award will carry a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh, a scroll and a trophy. The award will be given in a befitting ceremony in near future. Thank you so much.
We are honored to have with us His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose. May I now request, sir, to please deliver the address to our degree recipients. Sir.
এটা রাখবো এক না
Respected Chancellor of the Adamas University, Professor Dr. Samit Ray, Chief Guest Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Eminent Vice Chancellor Professor Suranjan Das, Member of the Governing Body, Mrs. Mallika Roy, Deans, Professors, teachers, parents, and my very dear young heroes and sheroes of Adamas University. I am delighted to be here for the 9th convocation of this great institution. I am particularly thankful to its ebullient Chancellor, Professor Dr. Samit Ray, who has given me this opportunity to be here with you. About Adamas University, I had read a lot, which is great. What I see here is greater. I'm extremely happy that I'm able to share a platform once again with the iconic Vice Chancellor, Sri Suranjan Das, who is an eminent historian and a Vice Chancellor par excellence. I'm really delighted to be here. May I share a secret with you? As Governor and Chancellor, I had the opportunity to address many convocations. But may I tell you, this is the most disciplined, most dignified convocation which I have attended. The credit certainly goes to the heroes and sheroes of this great university. Thank you. In fact, I had an introduction to the quality of students who come from this university. Even before I came here, once I had to take a flight, Air India flight, from New York to Delhi. You know, one old woman from Ludhiana, she entered the flight with a huge bag. She sat in the first class. The air hostess came and told her, "Madam, your seat is not in the first class, it is in the economy." But this lady said, "I am the first one to enter this vehicle. I will choose where I should sit." So it became a difficult task. There was one air hostess who was an ex-product of Adamas University. She asked the captain, "Sir, shall I try to persuade this lady?" The captain said, "By all means, please do." This Adamas air hostess, she went and talked to the old woman. Something. The old woman, quarrelsome old woman, she obediently stood up, took her bag and went back and sat in the economy class. So I asked the Adamas girl, "What did you tell her?" You know what the Adamas told me? Sir, I told the lady, "Madam, this seat goes to London, it's the other seat which goes to Delhi." That is a smartness with which, as Shakespeare said, ambition should be made of sterner stuff, smartness should be made of sterner stuff. That is what I say in the students of Adamas University. Congratulations to all of you. See, when we speak of education, we say education is empowerment, education is enlightenment, education is emancipation. But is it so? Yes, education is empowerment, education is enrichment, education is enlightenment, education is emancipation, no doubt about that. But I remember one thing. Education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. This is said by Einstein. Education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. Do you agree with me? One golden chapters in Indian history is written in the cottage kitchen of a widow. In the battlefield, the prince is routed. He runs away from the battlefield as a fugitive. He seeks asylum in the cottage kitchen of a widow. The widow is making bread. Suddenly, the guru who was accompanying the prince tells him, "Watch the lady making bread. See, if you want to eat bread, you cannot touch the center because it is very hot there. You will burn your tongue. You have to eat the bread from the periphery." Sensing the meaning of this, the prince goes back to the battlefield, attacks the enemy from the rear, wins the battle, establishes an empire. Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya are part of history. Chandragupta Maurya learned the art of warfare not from the Indian Military Academy, not from Santhas, not from North Point. He learned it from the cottage kitchen of a widow. So once again it is proved that education is what remains once you forget what you learn in the classrooms. Yes, I remember in my college days, we had a young fellow called George. George was a bright student, but he did not get a job. He went to Mumbai, he did not get a job there. He went to Chennai, he did not get a job there. Then he came to Kolkata. There the Gemini circus was going on. In the circus, there's a blood-curdling, sensational event. The cage of the lion is brought to the center stage. The cage of the chimpanzee is brought to the center stage. Slowly, the lion's cage is lifted. Slowly, the chimpanzee's cage is lifted. The chimpanzee is pushed into the lion's cage. The lion jumps on the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee runs for its life, turning somersault within the cage. It is to see this that thousands of people flock to the circus tent. There, my friend George also got a job. The circus manager said, "There is no job for you for your matching your qualification, but you can do something here and eke out a living." That day, the circus was about to begin. The chimpanzee all of a sudden died. Without this scene, people will not leave the circus tent, they will set it on fire. What to do? The manager asked my friend George, can you do the role of a chimpanzee today? George said, how can I make myself a prey to the land? Then somehow they persuaded him, coaxed him, cajoled him, pressurized him. The cloth of a chimpanzee was put on George. He was put into the chimpanzee's cage. The lion's cage was brought in. The chimpanzee's cage was brought in. Slowly, lion's cage was lifted. Slowly, the chimpanzee's cage was lifted. And George, in the form of chimpanzee, was pushed into the lion's cage. George said, please don't kill me, I am a graduate. The lion said, don't worry, I am a postgraduate. So, ladies and gentlemen, education is enlightenment, education is enrichment, education is emancipation, education is empowerment, yes, but education also is employment. Isn't it? So that you have we have to be realistic about it. We had many educational commissions. Of course, Mr. Sitaram will know it better than me. He is an expert in the field of education and he is associated with the implementation of the new education policy. You know, we had the Dr. Radhakrishnan Commission, we had the Lakshmana Swami Mudaliar Commission, we had the Kothari Commission, now of course we have the Kasturi Rangan Commission, which has created the new education policy. Everywhere, spacious pronouncements have been made. I think the most important definition is given in Kothari Commission's report, which begins with a sentence, with a momentous sentence. The destiny of India is being shaped in her classrooms. Yes, the destiny of India is being shaped in her classroom. That is why Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful tool to make changes in society. And you have Mahatma Gandhi who said, learn as if you live forever and live as if you die tomorrow. Learn as if you live forever, live as if you die tomorrow. That is why Aristotle said, the roots of education is bitter, but its fruits are going to be sweet. The roots of education may be bitter, but the fruits are going to be sweet. That is precisely the foundation on which our education policy is also made. Here Dr. Sridharaman told you about the inspiring quote from Swami Vivekananda. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Yes, that is what we also tell ourselves. Keep reminding all of us every day. In fact, education also has got a learning, got a purpose of making you fit for the occasion. When you are confronted with a crisis, do you get away from it? Like Hamlet, to be or not to be? We have to be able to say the right thing in the right time, in the right manner. Do the right thing in the right time, in the right manner. That is what the purpose of education is. Education should equip you to face the future. For this, you should have vision and action. You know, vision and action are equally important. If you have vision without action, there is no result. If you have action without vision, it may be counterproductive. See, in the Bible it is said, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, you know, everything is born twice. First in your mind as an idea, then in the field. Yes, everything is born twice. That is why John Milton says, oh, the mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. I repeat, the mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. Is it correct? You know, in the Hindu mythology, there is a belief that a goddess resides in your forehead. The name of the goddess is Tatha Astu. Tatha Astu in Sanskrit means, let it be so. When you start any venture, if you tell yourself, oh, I cannot succeed in this. I do not have the men materials or the money for this. No, I won't be able to make it. The goddess from within will tell you, Tatha Astu, let it be so. But if you say, I am born to win, I am not going to take no for an answer, I will win in this endeavor, the goddess will tell Tatha Astu, which means you are your own maker or destroyer. Yes, the mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. So this is what in psychology called auto-suggestion. You decide your fate. The student who goes out with a degree, he decides his fate in life, whether he succeeds in life or whether he loses in life. For instance, take the case of the Wright brothers, Orwell Wright and Wilbur Wright. they started the idea of a flying machine. Everybody told them, this is unworkable. They said, leave flying to the birds. But you know what the right brother said? If birds can fly, so can we. Proudly they said, confidently they said, if birds can fly, so can we. Therefore we have the aeroplane now. And when Ford was trying with the idea of a motor car, even Einstein told them, this is not an unworkable proposition. It's a futile exercise. You cannot invent a car. But Ford also stuck his gun, therefore we have the motor car. Napoleon said, impossible. Impossible is a word found only in the dictionary of fools. Impossible is the word found only in the dictionary of fools. Yes, it is correct. You know, in the Bhagavad Gita, we are told that karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshikadajana. As students, as teachers, your duty is to see that, as governor, my duty is to see that we do our duty, unmindful of the consequences. Yes, the Bhagavad Gita teaches a simple question. A simple question. The Bhagavad Gita starts with a simple question by the blind king Dhritarashtra. He is asking, what is happening? Om Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveda Yutsava Mamaka Pandavasreva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. A very simple, silly question. He is only asking, what is my children doing and Pandu's children doing there in the battlefield? A simple question, but a complex answer. The complex answer answers all the complex problems of the world. Bhagavan says, Om Jadasya Dhruvar Mrityum Dhruvam Janma Mridasya Tasmad Abariharyarthe Nattam Sojidamarkase. If you are born, you will die. If you die, you will be reborn. Why bother about these things? Otherwise, we have no control. Isn't it the same thing which Rabaya says? Unborn tomorrows and dead yesterdays. Why fret about them if today be the sweet? Education is what gives you such insight. You know, as a student, I learned something not knowing who wrote it. I happen to be an IAS officer. So 8 years I lived in Missouri. I can confidently claim I was in the Himalayas, like I say. I was there. Missouri, I could see the Himalayan hills. I thought Himalaya is nothing but a geographical phenomenon. Rocks, boulders, crevices, rivers, trees, Devadatta wood. But for Kalidasa, it was different. You know, Kalidasa said, you know, Astyuttarasyam disi Devadaatma. Astyuttarasyam disi Devadaatma. Himalayo nama Nagadi Raja. Purvaparo Doyanti Divagahya. Siddha Pradibhyam Manadanda. For Kalidasa, it is not just a geographical phenomenon. Kalidasa's imagination, esoteric imagination work, it is like a measuring rod between the two seas. Devadatma, God-like Himalaya lies. That is the difference of education, you know. It tickles your imagination, it brings out the best out of you. I don't want to take too much of your time because, you know, I have told somewhere else also this, but I would like to repeat it for your information. I had a discomfiture when I was district collector. There was an international interfaith conclave which was held in my district. You know, there in Kerala, district collector means a district magistrate in Bengal. So many great speakers came there. So many missionaries came there, spiritual leaders came there. To listen to them, thousands and thousands of people gathered there. One day, it was a turn of Sri Chinmayananda. Chinmayananda is famous for his discourses on Bhagavad Gita. I know Mr. Chinmayananda ji. I also have heard his discourses on Bhagavad Gita. And being the local district collector, I thought I'll pay my respects to him. When we were all waiting for Chinmayananda, an announcement came over the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Chinmayananda's flight has been delayed by 1 hour. The next announcement. In the meantime, our district collector Anand Bose will talk to you. My God, I was shocked. I had no information that I am supposed to talk in such an occasion. Anyway, having been announced in the mic, I came on the stage. Then I asked the organizers, what is the topic? You know the topic that was given to me? Dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. I didn't understand a thing about that. If you understand, please tell me later. Dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. So I started speaking on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. After half an hour, I got a chit. You know what was written in the chit? See, normally when you get a chit during your speech, it means please wind up, isn't it? In the chit it was written, Chinmayananda's flight has been delayed by 1 more hour, please speak on. So, I had to speak for 2 hours on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. This is scene number 1. Now, scene number 2. For the work which I did in the area of environmental housing, I got the UN Award, Global Best Practice Award. I was invited to New York. There was a special session of the General Assembly on habitat. I was invited to, the award was given. I was also given 3 minutes to speak. I was very happy. I was resting in the Manhattan Hotel. By midnight, I get a trunk call. You know, at last time, this mobile was not very popular. I knew an old woman is on the other end. An international, lightning call I got received. That old woman, from her voice it was clear she is old. She asked me, am I speaking to Dr. Bose? I said, yes, ma'am. Dr. Bose, I need your help. I said, tell me, ma'am. See, Dr. Bose, I am not able to sleep for the last 3 days. I need your help. I thought, maybe she thought I am a medical doctor. So I told, ma'am, I am not a medical doctor. I know everything about you. Your PhD is from BITS Pilani. I know. But I need your help. Then I asked him, what help can I do, ma'am? I told you I am not able to sleep. Then I asked, ma'am, do you have blood pressure, hypertension? Yes, I have hypertension. Are you in the habit of taking sleeping pills? I am in the habit of taking sleeping pills. Maybe you would have forgotten to take sleeping pills in the last 3 days. That is why you are not able to sleep. No, I have taken phenobarbital 500 mg. She knows everything. Then I asked her, ma'am, how can I help you? I told you, doctor, only you can help me. Tell me how. You remember the speech which you made on dialectical materialism. 1 minute after you started, it has started sleeping. Can you repeat the speech over telephone once again? So I do not want you to say that. And moreover, of course, your Vice Chancellor is an iconic Vice Chancellor. He knows how to control the audience and the speakers. But I can suggest 2 things to you. One is the Singapore model. In Singapore, there is a legislation. Nobody can speak for more than 5 minutes on the public platform. If you speak more, then the audience time is insured. The speaker has to pay the premium. Either you can introduce that, or better still, the Greek model. Greece in Athens, the cradle of participatory democracy. There, anybody can come, any citizen. You need not get elected as a senator or an MLA or an MP. Any citizen can come and move a resolution on one condition. On the city square, thousands of people will be gathered like this. Citizens will be standing there. The speaker has to come on the platform, a wooden platform. Before he starts speaking, the city mayor, he will come and put a noose around the neck of the speaker. Then he starts speaking. If what he say is accepted by the public, then the noose will be removed from your neck. If not accepted, the platform will be removed from underneath. So this Greek model seems to be a better model. So I introduce that. I have another discomfiture which I tell you. Not in Jadavpur University. I went to another university as for the keynote address, as the of the convocation. After 1 hour long speech, people clapped and laughed and encouraged me. So I thought they are enjoying my speech. I spoke for 1 hour. At the end of it, I told the youngsters, we need educational reform, we need industrial reform, we need agricultural reform, we need social reform. One student stood up and said, but you need some chloroform. Before he said that, wish you the very best. May God bless you. Vande Mataram.
Thank you, His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, for his words of wisdom, explained so lucidly, and his unique way of storytelling and reckoning the rich heritage of knowledge system. We hope, sir, that the graduates will move towards the path you unfolded before us today. May I now request Professor Roger Trey, Registrar Adamas University, to deliver the vote of thanks for His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose.
His Excellency, Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable members of Board of Governors, esteemed members of the Academic Council, respected faculty members, dear graduates, members of the Adamas University fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Adamas University, it is my proud privilege to express our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, for graciously presiding over this August convocation ceremony and for conferring the honoris causa degree upon eminent personalities and gold medal to the students for their outstanding achievements. Your Excellency, your august presence and declaration of a special award to Adamas University has immensely enriched the dignity and solemnity of this momentous occasion. We are deeply honored by your gracious consent to be part of this 9th Convocation of Adamas University, and we sincerely appreciate your inspiring words, guidance, continued encouragement, which will remain a source of motivation for our graduating students as they step into the future. The university remains profoundly grateful for your constant support, goodwill, which continue to strengthen our pursuit of academic excellence, innovation, societal contribution. The university convey heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. T.J. Setaram, Honorable Governing Board members, Adamas University and Director, Adamas International School, Madam Mallika Roy, Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Shatta Gupta, Honorable Special Guest of Professor Amlan Chakraborty, Honorable Honoris Causa degree recipients, and other dignitaries. With deep respect and sincere appreciation, we once again extend our heartfelt thanks to His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal and Honorable Visitor of Adamas University, and wish him good health and continued success in his distinguished service to this nation. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I now authorize the Honorable Chancellor of the University to continue with the convocation proceedings.
Let us all rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाए भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I accept request to proceed further with the convocation process. Thank you.
Everybody please rise as His Excellency is leaving the hall. But please do not disperse.
Please do not move from your assigned position. Please rise from your seat in the honor of His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal and the Honorable Visitor of Adamas University. We would request one and all present here to kindly maintain the decorum and please pave the way for His Excellency, Honorable Governor, sir.
Our program is not over yet. You are yet to get your degrees. So please come back and take your seats in the convocation hall. The silver medal winners and the degree recipients for PhD are requested to come back and take their seats first. All the students are requested to come back to the convocation hall. Please cooperate with the floor volunteers and the faculty members, and as directed by them, please take your own seats.
All the recipients of silver medal are requested to get back to their seats. We are about to call you up on the stage shortly. Please take back your seats so that it becomes easier for the floor volunteers to reach out to you. All the silver medal, please take your seats back. Please settle down. Let us remind you all that convocation is a very solemn occasion. So please maintain the sanity and sanctity of the occasion. Please settle down. You will get ample opportunity to click photographs and make videos. Please settle down now. All the recipients of silver medal are requested to get back to the convocation hall and take their seats. We are about to call your names very shortly. The PhD degree recipients are also requested to take their seats. We are about to begin with the second phase very soon. Please take your seats back. We would again request all the recipients of silver medal to kindly get back to the convocation hall and take your seats. We are about to call you up on the stage shortly. All the recipients of silver medal, please get back to the convocation hall. All the recipients of PhD are requested to please get back to the convocation hall and take your seats. We would request the team of floor management to please ensure that there is restricted activity on the convocation hall floor. The recipients of silver medal and the recipients of PhD degree are requested to settle down. A floor volunteer team would reach out to you shortly, and we are about to begin with the second half of the evening today. Please cooperate with the student volunteers and faculty members for floor management. crowd in front of the stage. Please stay away from the main stage. Please leave the passage towards the convocation hall, the red carpet vacant. Please make sure that you are not gathering as crowds at the convocation hall. Please maintain the decorum. We are about to begin with the second half of the convocation ceremony shortly. very soon. Please do not leave the convocation hall. Please do not leave the convocation hall. All the recipients of silver medal and the recipients of PhD, please do not leave the convocation hall.
May we request Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Radha Tamal Goswami sir to come on the stage, please. The floor management team is requested to line up the recipients of silver medal. The silver medal recipients, please stand in the queue for receive your award. The floor management team is requested for lining up the medal recipients. Please make the central path free as our Honorable Chancellor Sir and Vice Chancellor Sir are coming to the podium. Please make the central path free. Please make the central path free as our Honorable Chancellor Sir, Vice Chancellor Sir and Chief Guest is coming back to the podium to begin with the second phase of the program.
It is a pleasure to have amongst us Professor Omlan Chakraborty, Professor and Director of the A.K. Chaudhary School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, as our special guest, and Dr. Satya Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India, as our special guest. May we now request our special guests to please come up on the stage. Please come up on the stage. Sir. We have with us Professor Omlan Chakraborty, who is a professor and director of the A.K. Chaudhary School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, and Dr. Satya Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India, as our special guests. Professor Omlan Chakraborty is Professor and Director of the A.K. Chaudhary School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, and serves as Visiting Professor at IIT Kharagpur and Adjunct Professor at IIT Delhi. His research and teaching focus on artificial intelligence and computational intelligence, along with quantum computing, aiming to bridge classical AI methodologies with emerging quantum computing paradigms. Professor Chakraborty has earned his MTech and PhD degrees from the University of Calcutta with doctoral and postdoctoral research in ISI Kolkata and Princeton University, USA, respectively. He previously served as Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, University of Calcutta. His contribution in engineering education and research have been recognized through prestigious honors including the DST Boys Cast Fellowship, INSA Visiting Faculty Fellowship, JSPS Invitation Research Award Japan, Erasmus Mundus Leaders Award, Shiksha Ratna Award from the Government of West Bengal, and many others. He is a fellow of the West Bengal Academy of Science and Technology and COMSYS. He has received and led multiple sponsored research projects from national and international agencies such as DST, METY, DRDO, DAE, UGC, TCS, Intel India, and AWS. With over 200 peer-reviewed publications, 9 patents, 3 copyrights, he contributes actively to the professional community as a senior member of IEEE and ACM Distinguished Speaker, IEEE Computer Society Distinguished Visitor, Vice President of the Data Science Society and Chairman of the CSI Kolkata Chapter. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Samit Ray sir, to welcome our special guest, Professor Amlan Chakraborty. I would request the stage management team to kindly help our Honorable Chancellor sir to felicitate our guest today. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request you to kindly share a few words. I would request Professor Amlan Chakraborty to please share a few words. Sir.
Very good afternoon to all. My heartiest regards to the prestigious personalities on the dais, the Chancellor of this university, Professor Shomit Roy, Vice Chancellor, and one of my mentor, Professor Suranjan Das, Professor Sitaram, very good senior friend, and the former chairperson of AICTE, Dr. Satya Gupta, again one of my mentors, or one of my the person whom I started following when I emerged in the VLSI domain, and thanks Dr. Satya and to ma'am. So I am very privileged to be here, very auspicious gathering, and it's always great to be among the students, and in convocation you can see the maximum number of students, because they have really waited for this great event to happen, and it's lovely to see that the students in a very, very well fashioned, and they're all very focused, and they are expecting a great day out of today. From my motivation, one of the students like you, maybe almost 25 years, from now, when I graduated from the Department of Radio Physics Electronics of University of Calcutta, and then went to industry, went to research, and again came back as a faculty member of the university, right? And then went to the research path with multiple national, international collaborations, ably guided, by the seniors of our university, one of them, Professor Suranjan Das, right? The path and the journey I followed, I am really, as I think Chancellor Professor Roy said, that the challenges, when we took our career from the students to professional, and the journey what you will have been, right, you will be going through, will be much more exciting than us, because the domains have flourished like nothing. There are so many domains of work you can think upon when you graduate from this university, right? And we were not able to think of these various domains when we graduated. Secondly, this is a very good ecosystem in the country, right, which actually thrives for lot of technology, lot of human-centric, lot of Indian-centric activities are now being pivoted by the government of India, as well as supported by the state of West Bengal. So you are in a juncture where, where the country believes on the generation which will try to take us forward. And this is we understand that our country, who churns out so many graduates each year in the different domains of knowledge, are really the torch bearer, are really the people who will come up with a great force and show that our country, by on its own, by the power of the students and the knowledge what we have, can actually be the leader. And that belief is very strong now. When we were the students, it was just a starting, okay? But as I think many of the speakers said here, that the challenges are many because there is a high amount of changing environment in the knowledge domain itself. You start with some study, start your career with some study, and that doesn't end. You have to go on capturing knowledge. You might have to come back to this university once again, or any other university, and try to upgrade your knowledge, because the knowledge is actually moving, or the components of the knowledge is taking diverse path. A lot of things has been spoken about artificial intelligence by Professor Sitaram, and I also believe the same, that that means, and being a researcher of artificial intelligence, cyber physical systems and quantum computing, which I believe that in the technology domain, these are the three pillars which will establish India as a leader. We will be having this India AI program. I hope many of the researchers and faculty members of this university, of this state and of the country will be joining there, and we will have a very good showcasing of the Indian AI achievements in that particular conference, which is going to be almost 4 days. So what I mean to say here is that there are a lot of things you can take ahead. Challenges in the sense that you have to learn and unlearn, maybe in repeated times. It's not that when we graduated we thought, oh, this is the only domain where I can specialize and I can survive for the next 30 years. Maybe for you, it should be you start with one domain, but you be always keep ready, to accept and to learn the things which are coming in your path, and that type of thought process and that type of capability you should deliver. Lastly, I want to say, at last, many of us here, I think many of the stalwarts here, right, we have got lot of training from the international academia, international research. We had opportunities to visit the great universities across the world. But ultimately, all of us here, right, are back in India and back in our state, some of us are back in our state. And that is a point I want to mention to all my students, and I believe that you are also the same like my students. So I want to tell you that it's still our country. Whatever we do ultimately in science, technology, humanities, liberal arts, right, ultimately we should think that our activity should ultimately contribute to the people of our country, to the societies of our country, and we should be always feel us lucky to be Indians, and try to contribute in whatever form, right, whether you are abroad, whether you're in the country, try to contribute for our country, and you try to think that ultimately your contribution to your country will be something which will be looked by a great view by your peers. But thank you all, and I wish conclude that, okay, this is a great occasion for all of you. Okay, but as I said, that you try to think about our country. Try to do whatever you are doing at your domain, at your field, but try to think of the common person of our country, how we the persons who got education, okay, who got good training, still can help the people of our country, because our country needs the talented and knowledgeable people like all of you. Okay, thank you and have a great day today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of inspiration. It is a pleasure to have amidst us Dr. Shottu Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India, as our guest of honor. Shottu Gupta is a techno-visionary with over 30 years of global experience across semiconductor ecosystem in US and India. His expertise spans chip design, semiconductor manufacturing, CAT tools, etc. After a distinguished career in Intel, he co-founded 5 successful startups: Intel Microelectronics, Open Silicon, and 3 others. He currently leads EPIC Foundation, a non-profit advancing Indian electronic products of national importance. He is president of the VLSI Society of India, supports major programs like SMDP, C2SD, and the DLI scheme, and serves as visiting professor at IIT Roorkee and IIT Guwahati. His honors include the IEEE Gordon Bell Award. He has authored 6 international patents and over 40 research papers. Now I request Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, Honorable Chancellor, Adamas University, to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Satya Gupta, President, VLSI Society of India, with a memento and floral greetings.
Check.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Satya Gupta to deliver his address.
Greetings to all the dignitaries on the dais. Chancellor sir, not coming? Hello? Is it okay now? Okay. So, dignitaries on the dais, Professor Samita, Professor Sitaram, my good friend Amlan, Suranjan sir, and ma'am, right? I'm very happy to be here among the young and enthusiastic students, right? I'll be very brief. I'm not going to give a big lecture. As basically you are all mostly technology students, right? If India has to achieve the dream of Viksit Bharat 2047, it has to achieve the technology sovereignty in important areas like semiconductors, energy, quantum, and so many other things. And obviously, all of this is supported by AI and ML, right? If you have to achieve the technology sovereignty, one of the important things you have to keep in mind that last 20 years, India has become a very strong services nation, be it IT services, be it manufacturing services and other services, right? If we have to achieve the status of a developed nation or Viksit Bharat, we have to transform this knowledge and the ecosystem in making India as a product nation, where we can own the technology, develop the technology, and become technology sovereignty, right? Many people are talking about AI in the previous things, right?
So when internet came about 25, 30 years back, right, it removed the barriers of the distance, right? So it broke down the geographical barrier, right? Now with AI ML, we are going to break the knowledge barrier. What I mean by that is that any knowledgeable, intelligent person can do anything irrespective of their training, right? An electrical engineer can think of making a car, okay? A physicist can think of basically making a semiconductor chip. So knowledge barrier is going to come down, and any of you, whatever your aspirations are there beyond the course you have done, you can achieve this aspiration because AI and ML will give you that platform to learn the areas beyond your education, right? So, congratulations to all the graduating students and also the students which are going to graduate the next year. I have some simple suggestions or basically request from you. I cannot say that basically these are advices because you are smart enough, right? First thing is that basically you have to become technology developer, not just technology user, so that we can achieve the technology sovereignty in the country. Second is that basically at least 1 out of 5 of you graduate students in next 5 years should become job provider, not job seeker. That means you become entrepreneur and you give jobs to others. So even if 1 out of 5 become entrepreneur and give the jobs to others, you will basically create employment for so many people, right? The last message basically which has been very useful for me and maybe useful for you also. So how many minutes per day you spend on social media like Instagram and other media? So when I talk to young students like you, it's about basically 200 minutes a day you spend on social media, right? So my request is that out of 200 minutes, if you take 15 minutes every day and use the social media to learn about your subject of interest on platforms like LinkedIn and other things, you are basically out of 200, you can still do 180 minutes of your favorite social media, be it Instagram, be it whatever it is. Take 15 minutes out of it and spend on the technical social media like LinkedIn. In 1 year, your knowledge in your subject will get enriched so much. You'll know what is going on in industry, what products are developed, who is hiring, who is creating the job, everything about your industry you'll learn. So my sincere request is spend 15 minutes of your social media time on technical social media. With that, basically, congratulations to all of you. And when India reaches 100th century of 100th centenary of independence in 2047, you will be the technical torch bearer. So take it from this point onwards is that you will become a technology developer, not just technology service providers or technology basically consumers. So congratulations again to all of you. Thank you so much. And last thing, right, as some of the newer technologies are becoming very important, I'm working with basically the management and the faculty to develop a center of excellence in chip design and semiconductor technology, as well as basically a BTech program dedicated for semiconductor and chip design technology. From next semester, this program will be launched and will produce the best students in this area to basically serve the technology needs and technology product development. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. May I now invite upon stage our respected Registrar, Professor Roger Roy, sir, Registrar at Adamas University, to read the Convocation Pledge. I would request all the degree recipients to kindly stand up and please repeat the pledge as it will be read by our Honorable Registrar, sir. Please stand up.
pledge to be taken by all graduates. We, the graduates of Adamas University, hereby pledge that we shall always endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties as graduates of this university, that we shall always endeavor to utilize our knowledge for the service of our country and the glory of the university, that in all circumstances we shall try to uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of the profession, that we shall in word and deed guard against all narrow loyalties and sectarian prejudices, and cherish with pride the basic unity of our country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As we proceed towards conferring the degree certificates to graduates, we are happy to unveil the publication of degree and diploma certificates in the DigiLocker NAD portal. To do this honor, may I request Honorable Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, to do the honor. This is the home page of DigiLocker NAD. In the next step, as you may see, the login portal of DigiLocker NAD, where we need to sign in by the DigiLocker. This is the dashboard of DigiLocker NAD portal. In the next step, we can find the upload status in the record section, and then in the next step, the published records. All degree and diploma certificates are now published and available at the DigiLocker NAD. Congratulating all the graduates and thanking you, Honorable Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Shomit Ray, for unveiling the compilation of the digital initiatives on this very day of 11 February 2026 in the 9th Convocation of Adamas University.
We would now begin with the silver medal winners. I would request our honorable guest today, Dr. T.G. Sitharam, to kindly hand over the silver medal to the medal winners as we call them up on the stage. We have with us Rupsha Monto, student of Master of Science Geoinformatics, recipient of silver medal. We have also with us Abhi Roy Chaudhary, student of Master of Science Technology, Statistics and Data Science, recipient of silver medal. Anisha Das, student of Master of Pharmacy Pharmaceutics, recipient of silver medal. Khushbu Kumari, student of Master of Pharmacy Pharmacology, recipient of silver medal. request our Honorable Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Samit Ray, Sir, to kindly hand over the silver medal to the next set of medal winners. Samriddhi Srivastava, student of Master of Arts, Political Science and International Relations, recipient of silver medal sponsored by Professor Dr. Shuranjan Das in memory of Srimoti Amiya Das and Shri Shubhi Ramjot Das. Debotrita Basu, student of Master of Science, Biotechnology, recipient of silver medal. Atrey Chakraborty, student of Bachelor of Science Honours, Forensic Science, recipient of silver medal. Kushashri Raha, student of Bachelor of Science Honours, Statistics and Data Analytics, recipient of silver medal. Thank you so much, Honorable Chancellor, sir. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. Shuranjan Das, sir, to kindly hand over the silver medal to the recipient. Srishti Kumari, student of Bachelor of Computer Application Honours, Banking, Financial Services and Insurance, recipient of silver medal. Devjit Devnath, student of Bachelor of Technology, Electronics and Computation Engineering, recipient of silver medal. Siddhika Raman, student of Bachelor of Technology Honours, Computer Science and Engineering, specialization in Cybersecurity and Forensics, recipient of silver medal. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Professor Amlan Chakraborty, our special guest today, to kindly hand over the silver medal to the medal winners. Shrudeep Bonik, student of Bachelor of Technology, Mechanical Engineering, recipient of silver medal. Kasturi Rajat, student of Bachelor of Science Honours, Psychology, recipient of silver medal. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Dr. Satya Gupta, sir, our guest of honor, to kindly hand over the silver medals to the medal winners. Prakriti Chaudhary, student of Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Technology, recipient of silver medal. Shushrita Mukherjee, student of Bachelor of Technology, Biotechnology, recipient of silver medal. Rishita Rakshit, student of Bachelor of Technology, Biotechnology, recipient of silver medal.
Thank you, sir. Now we move forward to the degree distribution of PhD recipients and request Professor Momita Mukherjee, Dean R&D, Adamas University, to present the PhD degree, and Professor Shuranjan Dash, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Adamas University, to confer the degrees.
Sir, I present to you Humaira Aslam and 21 others, including those in absentia, who have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies and have been found fit for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in different disciplines, and pray that they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested